Hello everyone, it's Allie from Titan. Welcome back to our channel. Now, instead of starting off today's videos with a new product opening, because we do have that coming up next, 2021 Garbage Pail Kids Food Fight Collector's Edition tin, but we are actually doing a collection pickup video. Now, I have done one of these before. Go ahead and link the other one right up there, top right corner. That was a Magic the Gathering collection pickup from, I think, a couple months ago, but this time we do have a sports collection, and as you guys most likely saw by that thumbnail and title, we have some incredible basketball cards here. Now, Bossman recently did pick these up from somebody, I think a mixture of some trades and perhaps something else, but we do have these and they will be available for sale on our eBay store at some point, most likely in the coming weeks. We're still working on going through, pricing out everything, making sure everything's appropriately conditioned, but we did pick up a 1986 Fleer basketball complete set. We have a lot of really nice graded cards here in this second larger box. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys that 1986 set. You may notice one card's not in there. Perhaps it is graded. Perhaps it's in this box right here. But we'll go ahead and check this out first. Look through all these nice PSA, BGS, and I think maybe one or two SCG cards or SGC. We're just mainly a fan of PSA and BGS. Not sure if Bossman's going to have those reslabbed or perhaps just sell them as is. But let's go ahead and check out these nice older basketball cards by snapping us into the corner, and we are, like I said, starting off with that 1986 Fleer basketball complete set. All right, let's take them out. They are all sleeved, and I will be very careful with these. Let's check them out. I also noticed, perhaps if I'm not familiar with the 1986 set myself, I do know it's a complete set. There are some cards and card slavers, you know, those flimsy plastic things that aren't top loaders, but that's what you use to send off to PSA. There are other cards of this style in here as well. So perhaps maybe the higher tier cards are not in this box, but in here. But don't worry, it is a complete set. Let's go ahead and take a look. Just take chunks of the stack at a time. These 1986 basketball cards. But they do seem to be in very nice condition. But it was a big deal on Bossman's part to be able to obtain this collection. So I hope you guys really enjoyed taking a peek at all of these new, I guess you could say these are vintage for basketball. I don't know how far back basketball cards go. I know you can get baseball cards into like the almost early 1900s. But I do think these are considered vintage. It's cool. His name is World Be Free. It's interesting looking at these cards because I'm not too familiar with basketball myself. Of course, there are a handful of names I recognize, mainly because a lot of these, like I saw that Parrish card before, maybe not a lot, but several of these players do actually sign for modern Panini sets, kind of as like Legends of the Game autograph inserts. So that's where I'm mainly recognizing these names, but there is a lot of people I'm not too familiar with. I know during our most recent, like, kind of older style opening, Bossman had me open up a 1980s, was it 86 or so? Maybe 80, no, 80, I can't remember the actual year. But Bossman had me open up an old Fleer baseball box last week. And a lot of you guys were like, Allie, you don't know this person. Like, no, unfortunately I do not. Not too familiar with older players. It's getting to the point where when you think of cards from the 80s or almost 40 years ago, you know, that vintage, especially for like baseball and stuff, is only considered like 50s and 60s. But that doesn't mean that these other cards, 80s and even 90s cards now, that doesn't mean they're not old. And I don't mean old in a bad way. I know some of you guys were a little bit like, Allie, don't say that, it's old. That's how old I am. I will say, though, for a piece of paper, being almost 40 years old and in really nice condition is quite a feat. Just trying to put everything into that perspective. That card is really miscut here in the back, the Orlando Woolridge. Very miscut. Alright, so this is out of 132, so I'm assuming we will be seeing cards number 131 and 132 here in this box. That is it for our just regularly sleeved up 1986 set. And now we're going to start on our journey into some of the really nice goodies here in this larger box. Like I said, there's a mix of graded cards as well as cards in those card savers. There we go, though. Look at that EXT Mint. I actually specifically posed in the thumbnail that the ring light would reflect off of the grade here on this Fleer Jordan here. 86 Fleer Michael Jordan EXT Mint 6. It is a PSA 6. That is card number 157. So that is a part of that set. And I believe the rest are down here, actually. There's one as well. The Wilkins checklist. Oop, that bag is broken. I'll just get rid of it. And, okay, yes, here are those card savers. Look like they are Ultra Pro brand. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take everything out of the box. We've already opened the box. You guys can see some of the goodies. No point in hiding anything from y'all anymore. Alright, let me see if there's any more 86 cards on this pile. 88. Lots of Jordans here in the stack. We had a 7.5 Rolando Blackman. That is card number 11. We had the checklist card here, number 132, and a 7 as well. Let's see what name. We're missing a Worthy. I'm assuming Worthy is on one of these cards. And then the Wilkins also is a 7, card number 121, Dominique Wilkins. Actually pulled his autograph, I think, most recently out of a Panini 1-in-1 box. I think I've had his auto out of 49 as well as a gold base card number to 10 in that box. That was a pretty nice box. Well, let's take a look here at these. We have Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, Karl Malone, James Worthy, there he is, card number 131, Isaiah Thomas, Akeem Olajuwon, Chris Mullin. All right, I'm feeling better about myself. I'm recognizing the stars here. That's why I didn't see too many names in that box, because they were pulled out. Patrick Ewing, Joe DeMars, Clyde Drexler, Larry Bird, my dad's favorite basketball player, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it looks like we have a different style of Fleer card here. 86, these are out of 11. Ah, these are stickers. Okay, let's check out the stickers. We have Abdul-Jabbar again, Larry Bird, Dantley, English, Irving, Ewing, Johnson, Magic Johnson, Olajuwon, Thomas, and Dominique Wilkins again there on the front. That's interesting. We went from seeing Wilkins first to seeing Wilkins last here. But yes, very cool. Complete 86 set with the graded EXT Mint 6 PSA Michael Jordan. And I'm assuming this is a sticker insert set, because it does also say copyright 1986 on the back for those. That is very cool. Now, I know someone locally was perhaps interested in picking up the set. We'll see if that deal falls through or not. If it does, again, will be posted on eBay, but for sure these will get listed in the next, hopefully next week or so. I was supposed to be able to catch up on a lot of eBay listings this week. You may have seen some new Star Wars listed. But what the system is I take all the pictures and whatnot, Bossman price out the cards, then he gives me all the cards back, and I list them. Now, it has, just because it's been so busy in shop this week, which it's been getting busier and busier the past several weeks, Bossman hasn't had a chance to necessarily price everything out, but hopefully starting next week, start getting the eBay shop updated. It has been, I feel like, a little bit too long since I've been able to do like a mass listing there. Let's just take a look at the rest of these cards. Like I said, mix of PSA. I think there's just one BGS and an SGC or two in there. We have the 1990 Fleer Jordan here in a 10. You have PSA 10 Michael Jordan. You have an 88 Fleer here and a near mint 8. Here's a sticker here from BGS, Beckett graded. 87, 88 Fleer stickers. Number 2, Jordan. Looks like the worst grade here was the centering, and the edges being the most crispy here. 7.5 near mint plus. I know with BGS you can only get 0.5 higher than the lowest, so really that centering brought it down a lot here. Otherwise, could have been an 8 with up with the surface. Move that up to an 8. But yeah, very, very wide range there. 7, 7.5, 8.5, and a 9. All kinds of mix here on that Jordan sticker, number 2 of 11. All right, here's one of those SGC cards. It says it's a 9, but trust that as you will. 87, 88 Fleer Michael Jordan. We have an 87 here. Again, that one, the SGC was a 9. Here is a PSA 8. Near mint mint. Actually, let me know. I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts with CGC now grading like non-sports like Pokemon. I think they've expanded to Magic, or will be doing so soon. What is your favorite style of case? I personally prefer PSA. I mean, I collect personally PSA 10 Pokemon the Wooper. Actually, recently picked this up. Going to be doing a video on my personal channel for Monday. That is linked in the description if anyone cares. Not sure if any of you would, but just in case you want to check that out, that video is coming Monday. But I personally like the way PSA cases look the best. But I know there's a lot of big fans of BGS out there as well. But I'm curious, some of those other companies that maybe don't have the best reputation, but you trust them a lot. Like, are you a big fan here of the SGC ones? Let me know. How do you think about those new CGC ones? I think they're cool, but I still personally prefer a PSA. We have an 88 Fleer here, Michael Jordan All-Star, and an 8, PSA 8. Here is a Gem Mint 10. Interesting the way this PSA case is actually formulated. It looks different than some of the other ones. Just the way it's, I don't know, it looks a little off to me. Just the way it's a little printed. 1991 Little Sun here, Wooden Awards. Jordan in a 10. Interesting. Then we have an SGC here, 8990 All-Star sticker. 92. Oh, is this like an actual letter grade? Or like almost like school grades, 92 out of 100, I'm guessing. Near Mint Mint Plus. Interesting, interesting. I feel like the deeper we go into this pile, the more confused I get about different grading. There's another one. There's an 84. Interesting, interesting. But we have... I'm not going to say... I was like, is that the year? No, because it's a 90. Never mind. 89 Hoops. PSA 10. Michael Jordan. Nice. Certified mint. Minty fresh in there, Jordan. And we have 86 Sticker Jordan. Ah. I should have noticed we were missing a sticker when I was going through these. But we have a 6 as well. So actually the Jordan, the regular base, and the sticker were both graded PSA 6. Fleer sticker. Nice. Actually set that down there. Put our set back together. And then also have the SGC here, 86-87 Charles Barkley rookie. It says NM7, but also says 84 on there. Not as familiar. Oh, the 7 is the card number. Okay. So then the grade is the 84. Interesting, interesting. I'm learning things. Definitely have something to look up into, or look up on. Ask Bossman about. Look into. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Look into. On how SGC works. But like I said, we don't particularly use them here. Of course, this was a collection that came with it. I know Bossman typically only recommends PSA or BGS. He's interested in learning more about the CGC stuff because he deals with CGC for comics, so he trusts them that way. I have heard, though, that the CGC cases are easy to pop open, which would mean you can get a card a high grade, pop it out, stick something in that's not as nice, and then regrade that one and just like can't keep cranking out like 10s or whatever. In theory, I would think people would do that with like Pokemon Charizards, be like, oh look, it really is, and reseal it. I mean, that's an issue here. I mean, PSA, if you ever want to take something out of the case, or BGS as well, you have to like actually physically bust open the case, crack it open, whereas it seems like sometimes they can just pop open on CGC ones. But we're keeping an eye on that. Hopefully, CGC does establish themselves in the card world because they are good for comics. But some of these other companies I'm not too familiar with. Another one I know Bossman does not recommend is GMA. So SGC here, I'm not seeing any GMA stuff, but I'll have to look into SGC a bit. But that'll do it here for our most recent big collection pickup. We are, of course, always buying Magic Gathering collections. So I did that one video, but we have actually had some really nice pickups since then, which I think Bossman, I'm not sure, he might be holding on to it. We got, I think, a Near Mint Tabernacle, a Pendule Veil, about a $4,000 Magic card, so that's pretty cool. But this is our most recent sports collection, which we don't do too much because most of the time people only have like 90s baseball. We did find some nice older basketball. Hope you all enjoyed checking out these cards with me. These are the first time I've set my eyes on a lot of these cards in my entire life. Very cool to experience all these older Jordans. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to go on ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Titan Cards family, we'd love to have you with us. Make sure you go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, before I get on out of here, I do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. We really, truly do appreciate it. We do have 5 Black Label fans, Andon, Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. And we do have 7 Gem Mint fans as well. Anthony Basileo, D. Von, Dusty Archuleta, Geriatric Geek, Jake Rhino C, Joe Howe, and Michael C. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support. And all channel members do have their names shown on screen at the end of every video. But that is it for me here on just kind of showing things off. Up next, we do have a new product opening. We weren't expecting to get any in, and then it did show up. It's down there. Do have those new collector's edition tins of the 2021 Topps Garbage Pail Kids Food Fight. So if you guys remember last time how well I dealt with the Garbage Pail Kids, it was not very well. I've heard these are even more gross, so we'll see how that goes up next. And of course, a lot of personal breaks coming today of Topps Star Wars Signature Series. And I'm dressed hockey-wise because the cup was supposed to show up today, but our delivery is now coming on Monday. So I might just, it is a 6-box case. Boxes don't have too many cards. I may just go ahead and record that instead of doing it live on Monday. That way it better works with my schedule and you guys can see these cards faster. That is it for me here. I'll be back shortly with that new product opening and, of course, later today with those personal breaks. But take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!